Hey everybody, it's Ryan. I'm back with another Vinyl Finds video. What do you got here? With truth on your side, you can go anywhere. Without truth, you can't take a tiny step. Rat thing. Well, thank you. That's inspiring. So, like I said, I'm back for another Vinyl Finds video. Took a trip to the record store. But the first one I'm going to show you is one that I ordered. I was playing the CD a couple days ago and I said, it's such an important album, I need this on wax. So I bought it. Had to shell out a few bucks, but I got it, and I'm glad I have it. It is the Minutemen, Double Nickels on the Dime. California punk. I'm going to show a lot of California punk in here. This is a reissue. It's not an original. It's on SST, but it's got the tan labels. So if you have tan labels, it's a reissue. The originals have white labels. Just a heads up for everybody out there. But I mean, I knew it was a reissue when I bought it, but it's hard to come by, man. I mean, even the reissues are expensive. And I had this, like I said, I had the CD, and on the CD they left off a bunch of stuff that's on the record. So I don't know why. I mean, you could fit more stuff on a CD anyway, but this is such an important album. It's a classic in my opinion. It has so many genres, and it's really a testament to this band, and a testament to how broad punk rock can be. I mean, there's jazz, there's blues, funk, obviously punk rock, there's acoustic interludes. It's really great, man. I'm really happy that I have this. It's been a long time coming. I should have had this a long time ago, but yeah, a grail, if you will. I got a grail, Minutemen, Double Nickels on the Dime. And I could talk about I mean, what can I say about this album that hasn't been said before? It's just a classic. And yeah, SST classic, man. Minutemen, Double Nickels on the Dime. That was my first pickup this week, and a big one for me. But then I went to the record store, and like I said, I got a lot of California punk. There's a label, I don't know if they're new or not, but I never heard them, called Meat House Productions. And they reissued two awesome California punk singles. And the first one I'll show you is a band called Hated. This single is really good. I hadn't heard it before. It came out originally in 1981. The single is Innocent People, and the B-side is Seize the Middle East. So here's the label. I believe the original label is Stress Records. Yeah, this is awesome stuff. Here's the back. So 1981, these guys were from Huntington Beach, and the songs are strong, man. Look at this bill. This made me laugh when I opened it up. It was $6 to see TSOL, the Angry Samoans, JFA, Articles of Faith, and the Hated. So they're the Hated, but on the cover it just says Hated. I don't know. But yeah, look at this, man. $6. $6. Crazy. So these guys are the West Coast. When I was listening to it, like I said in my other Vinyl Finds videos, I like to go around the record room when I have new stuff, and I pick out things that it reminds me of, so I spin those. And they reminded me of an East Coast band, New Jersey's Pride, the cutest band in hardcore, Chronic Sick. Man, this is a great EP. This is a reissue, but dude, the originals of this stuff, forget it, man. Forget it. You're gonna need a loan. They came with a cool poster too. If you never heard Chronic Sick, you gotta check it out. That's what Hated reminded me of, especially the first song, Innocent People. It's tough, man. Tough stuff. It's really good. So the same label put out this next single I'm going to show you. It's from a band called Funeral. Also 1981. I think Funeral was from Long Beach. And the A-side is Waiting for the Bomb Blast, which is the best song on the single in my opinion. It's got that classic California punk kind of sound, and they did a great job with these reissues. This has color variants. I think there's 3 or 4, as did the original, so they're like doing it right. They're doing it the same way, which is pretty neat. I only got one. They had 2 other ones, but My sickness doesn't run that deep, man. On the inside, they play with some great bands. 45 Grave, Christian Death, Angelic Upstarts. Yeah, this is terrific. I love the old flyers. I love looking at the old flyers. Yeah, so like I said, this had a classic kind of California punk sound, and it reminded me of the Adolescents. Total Adolescents vibe. This is one of the coolest punk albums ever. The first Adolescents. But yeah, that's what it reminded me of. And the B-side, the two songs on the B-side are good too. Politicians Are Sick. And it's a punk band, so I won't even tell you what they rhyme sick with, but put two and two together. And the next song is Plastic God. Really cool. Really nice job on these reissues, and they sound great. And these are things like, I would never own this. The original copies are astronomical in price. So when they get put out, reissued, I snatch them up because it's a way for me to own this stuff, and it's awesome. The next band is from Los Angeles, more California punk. And this is a great band name. Last week, I think the best band name award went to Dick Move, but this week it goes to Snot Puppies. What a cool name, and the record is killer. This was recorded in 1978, but wasn't released. So it got its release in 2020, and it was sitting at my record store, and I picked it up. I picked it up on the name alone, but it was produced by Giza X, and Giza X just got a reissue on one of his singles, and I listened to this stuff, but I didn't pick it up. I listened to it before, and it's not for me. I don't know. I'm going to listen again, and maybe I'm just missing something, but not everything's for everybody. It came on really cool, clear wax. Very nice. So, Snot Puppies from Los Angeles, produced by Giza X, recorded in 78, never got released. Cool pictures of the band. Yeah, they're young too, man. Very cool. The first song, and it's the B-side is more of that kind of California style punk, which I love. But, and I might be in the wrong here, but when I listened to the A-side, TV Tantrum, I got an Adverts vibe. I got a total Adverts vibe. The music, the vocal, everything. And this is the Gary Gilmore's Eyes 7-inch. This was released in 77. This is a classic, dude. Classic album. Yeah, when I was listening to it, I said, oh man, I'm gonna listen to some Adverts after this. Sounds just like it. The B-side, not so much. But yeah, band name of the week goes to Snot Puppies. And it comes with a little postcard. Nothing on the back, just a little postcard. And a cool insert of like a little history of the band. And you got all these guys up here. That's the band. Very cool, man. They talk about meeting Darby Crash, and they talk about middle class and stuff in this little thing. It's neat, man. Pick it up. Pick up all these singles, man. If you're into California punk, this is really cool stuff. The next single I got is a newer single, another Australian band called Disco Junk, and it's a split with a band called Collective Hardcore, and I've been on this like Australian kick lately. There's a lot of good stuff coming out of there. This is good, just plain label, but this is really cool, and I bought it for Disco Junk. I had heard the name. There's 200 pressed of this. Very cool. Oh, those other, the first two I showed, the Hated and Funeral, 500 copies pressed of each one. So get it while you can. Disco Junk stuff is good on here. The song is funny. I'm no good with numbers, but I know which tram I'm on. It's a good song. And I didn't know anything about Collective Hardcore. So I flipped the record and I listened to it. And Collective Hardcore is really cool. It's like electronic hardcore. It's fast. It's kind of not brutal, but it's aggressive. But like electronic aggressiveness. I don't know. It's pretty neat, different. Disco Junk and Collective Hardcore split. Pretty cool. Cool stuff. So the next one I got two more to show, and I'm gonna try to keep the videos a little shorter. Sometimes I just go on and on. So this band, I had two albums, the first two albums from them, and I feel like this album gets kind of slagged off a bunch. People just don't even talk about it. And they should talk about it. because I think I listen to it and I love it, man. It's terrific. It's the Exploited Horror Epics. First of all, that is an awesome cover. The first two albums, I think, are better. This is the best cover, though. Look at that. Creepy. Cool. So, the Exploited it's just still punk and fast and aggressive and stuff, but there's some tricks in this. There's a little, like, post-punky gothness to this album, and there's just killer solos. The metalheads should check out the Exploited Horror Epics. And I know they got heavier as their career went on, but I think this is where it started, and it's terrific. And you know what? My friend is a big Exploited fan, and all I talk about are the first two albums. And he kept pressing me. Listen to Horror Epics. I'm like, you know. And I saw it at the record store, and I said, I'm going to get it. And I listened to it once, and then I did it again, and I was like, this is just a really great album. I love it, man. Horror Epics by the Exploited. And it came on really nice mint green wax. Very cool. It was made in the Czech Republic, and I can't even pronounce the name of this label. I'm not even going to try. But really cool album, and I think no one really talks about it. They always talk about the first two, and I did. And now I'm on the Horror Epics train, dude. I'm a fan. The last one I'm going to show you is really cool, and actually, I should have brought out the single. Hold on, let me get it. I know I have it in here. There it is. So I only had this. It's the Buzzcocks with Howard Devoto. So a Spiral Scratch EP. That's the only thing I had with them, with Howard on it. And was this 77? 76, 1976. And this is when this was recorded too. So there's a little comp thing out. It's Time's Up by the Buzzcocks. And with Howard Devoto. And if you want to hear, like if you like Spiral Scratch, it had to be from the same sessions around that time, because this was 76 too. This is the punkest you're ever going to hear the Buzzcocks. It's so raw. I think it says on here, like, recorded with no overdubs. It's just live in the studio, and it's so good. There's a couple songs that are on Spiral Scratch, but it's different versions. A Breakdown, yep. Time's Up, and what's the other one? There's another one on here. But they do, it's cool too, because you get to hear these songs differently. They do Orgasmatic, which is the classic Buzzcocks song a lot of people know. But it doesn't start off with the vocals. There's music before it and stuff, and it's really neat. And they do the Trogs, I Can't Control Myself. They do an excellent job of it. And this is live in the studio. They sound great, man. That's a band I wish I could have seen back then. You know, and Pete Shelley, rest in peace, he passed away. But this is really cool. Time's Up. I saw it in the rack, and I said, I got Spiral Scratch. I said, let me check this out. And I'm so glad I got this. This is really cool. Little sleeve here with the pictures. Very cool. Oh, here it is. No remix demos. All recorded live. No dubs. At Revolution Studios, Manchester. In one afternoon, October 1976. On a 4-track. Costs about £45 to record. Classic, dude. Excellent. I think this is my favorite Buzzcocks recording. And I love Spiral Scratch is terrific. Singles Going Steady, Love Bites. Dude, everything he does is really cool. But yeah, that was my vinyl finds. A lot of California punk. The Exploited changed my mind on an album. And I got to hear Buzzcock stuff I never heard before. So it was a great week for the kid. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm going to keep, every time I get new records, I'll do a video. I got some other things planned, some lists and things, ideas for videos. So I'll do those. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon. Cheers, everybody.